Cells have many different shapes and sizes, but at molecular and chemical level, all cells work in a similar manner. They all have a similar master plan or structural organization. To understand the structural organization of a cell, let's compare it with the structural organization of a country. A country has an identity because of its marked international boundary. Movement across this boundary is strictly regulated. In the same way, cells have a well-defined outer plasma membrane that controls the movement of substances across the cell. All of a country's external and internal activities are controlled by its government. Similarly, in a cell, the nucleus controls all processes. Different sectors, industries, and people are the components of a country that help in its sustenance. Cellular components, organic and inorganic material present in the cell, play a similar role inside the cell. This matrix is called the cytoplasm. So the three well-defined regions in the organization of a living cell are the outer plasma membrane, the nucleus, and the cytoplasm. All living cells are bounded by a living membrane called the plasma membrane or the cell membrane. Electron microscopic studies have revealed that the plasma membrane is a flexible bilayer structure made up of lipids with protein molecules between them. It allows certain material to enter or exit the cell freely. At the same time, it prevents the movement of many other molecules. Because of this property, the plasma membrane is said to be selectively permeable or semi-permeable. Can you think of a cell whose plasma membrane allows it to engulf all of the food material inside the cell? The answer is amoeba, and this process is called phagocytosis. Some white blood cells in our body are also capable of this. In addition to the plasma membrane, many cells also have a hard and rigid cell wall. It is located outside the plasma membrane. The presence of a cell wall is a defining characteristic of all plants, bacteria, and fungi. The chemical composition of cell wall varies among these groups. For example, in plant cells, the cell wall is mainly composed of a complex carbohydrate, cellulose. The cell wall is dead and allows free movement of any material across the cell. Cancer, HIV, and other significant threats to human health operate at the cellular level. For instance, a cancerous cell gets out of control and keeps dividing endlessly, This results in a tumor. The reasons behind cancers can be many, but the main problem is the lack of control. How do our cells know that it is time to grow, divide, breathe, or generate energy? Nucleus is the controlling center for all cellular activities. The nucleus is a spherical structure located generally in the center in the case of animal cells and towards the periphery in plant cells. A double membrane nuclear envelope with a large number of pores separates the nucleus from the cytoplasm. The nuclear envelope encloses the semi-fluid nucleoplasm, containing many biomolecules. Material exchange between cytoplasm and nucleoplasm occurs via nuclear pores. Special chemicals from the nucleus signal the cell to stop or start a process. In the nucleoplasm lies the most important biological molecule, the DNA, or deoxyribonucleic acid. DNA is the hereditary material for almost all living beings. So our resemblance to our parents and ancestors is because of this DNA. DNA is passed from one generation to the next via the process of reproduction. This DNA, along with some special proteins, is present in the forms of tangled, fibrous, thread-like material called the chromatin. When the cell is about to divide, this chromatin material rearranges itself to form chromosomes. Every organism has a unique type and number of these chromosomes in its body cells. Attached to chromatin, there is a dense region called the nucleolus. This is rich in another biomolecule called ribonucleic acid, or RNA. It plays a vital role in the formation of ribosomes, a type of cell organelle. Bacteria do not have a true nucleus in their cells. Because of their primitive nuclei, they are categorized as prokaryotes. All the living material enclosed inside the plasma membrane is called the protoplasm. This term was coined by Purkinje in 1840. It includes both the cytoplasm and the nucleus. Cytoplasm is the semi-fluid colloidal material inside the cell, excluding the nucleus. It is the site for most biochemical reactions. Cytoplasm contains inorganic molecules such as water and salts, and organic molecules such as proteins, lipids, carbohydrates, enzymes, and nucleic acids. Cytoplasm also contains cell organelles that are sites for specialized cell functions. For example, Mitochondria are the cell organelles that help in the breaking down of food to release energy. The cytoplasm of a prokaryotic bacterial cell lacks most of the organelles.